I'm Angela from empowercrystals.com and I make healing crystal jewellery. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the star sign Sagittarius for the autumn period, so that's September, October, November. I'm going to be using these crystal grid oracle cards, which as you can see are really nice crystal grids, and they have the situations and suggested crystals. If that's something that you'd like to see, please click the like and subscribe button, and if you like any of the crystals and you want them in the form of jewellery, please do pop over to my empowercrystals.com website. So the first one I've picked out is Nature's Cycles, and we've got malachite to go with that one. I've also brought in some tree agate. It just always brings forth the thought of nature, so I thought I'd bring that in. The second one is manifestation, and I have chosen citrine for that. You can have epidote or aventurine. The green stones are pretty good for manifestations usually. And the third one is balance, and I have chosen tiger's eye for grounding, balance, and for getting you back, centering yourself. So the first one, generally this whole reading is that you're feeling out of sorts and out of balance at the moment. They all tie in very well. So this nature's cycle, basically you've been feeling out of balance, you're not feeling quite with it at the moment, you're feeling quite ungrounded, your head's all over the place, your mind's jumping from thought to thought, you've got too much going on. This could be work, just too much just going around your head. It could be your family life. There's been loads of problems thrown at you and you're just thinking about them all the time. Or it just could have come out of nowhere. They just generally feel a bit unbalanced. The best thing to do is to go back out into nature. But to connect you to nature, I've chosen malachite and this tree agate. A tree agate, I just find it's just such a lovely stone, and it just really brings nature indoors for me. That's what it always brings to me. Now, when you go outside, try to have walks every day. And if you can't have a walk every day out in nature, try to do it at least a couple of times a week. So if you've only got the weekends free, just on the Saturday and Sunday, just try to go out. But I would recommend just taking 10 minutes out of your day just to try to go somewhere green. Trees are great for grounding you. If you touch the bark of a tree trunk, it immediately draws your energy back to earth. I am always touching trees while I'm walking around, but that's me. I know I'm a bit weird, but that's the sort of thing that I would be looking at doing to try to get yourself grounded again, because your energy is all over the place. Now, this manifestation card is quite interesting to be brought in while you're feeling ungrounded. Now, the manifestation card comes into a reading. If you get it with prosperity, then with the prosperity card, then it means that you're manifesting towards good things. Now, with these two out of balance cards, it means that you're out of sorts and your thoughts aren't being directed the right way. You need to start being more positive and starting to think more positive things about life. And you need to start realizing that your thoughts are going to affect the way you feel and what happens, really. If you're thinking, I feel dreadful, my work's awful, everything's dreadful, I hate getting up in the morning, then it's just going to make you feel 10 times worse. If you can't bear to think about work and can't bear to think about positive things about work, you think about change. So start directing your mind towards better things. If you're in a bad relationship, start working towards either healing that relationship or trying to move on to a better relationship. So you need to have your thoughts thinking about things that are much more positive, basically. This is what I'm picking up. Now, the stones that I've picked out, I've got a natural citrine here. For prosperity, I personally like the heat-treated citrine. I find I get much better results with it, but up to you what you use. That helps to bring in positivity. The citrine especially is quite a positive stone, a sunny stone, so it's a good one to be using. Now, this balance card, I'll bring this in. As you can see, they all fit in quite well. So this is sort of going to this one that you're feeling out of balance, that you need to get your balance back, and that is linking to grounding and starting to get your thought forms a bit more on track. They're a bit like a box of frogs at the moment, jumping around all your thoughts, and you need to start to get them a little bit calmer and a little bit more aligned, so you're thinking a little bit more positively. Now, I've chosen Tiger's Eye for this stone, for this card. It's really grounding. It also attracts luck. It's supposed to be a really balancing stone. So I do like Tiger's Eye if you're feeling a bit ungrounded. So it's a great stone if you can't get out into nature, to be concentrating on looking at basically looking at trying to get your energy further down your body. That's the only way I can describe it. When you're feeling out of balance and all your thoughts are jumping around, generally your mind and your energy are quite high up your body, and they're all in your mind, and you need to imagine the energy sinking down into the ground and having connection roots into the earth, and it will make you a lot more calmer and a lot more grounded. So generally this reading is about a general state of feeling out of sorts. This may be a particular situation. I do feel as though this is like loads of little things that have happened, and like your child, or if you've got children, you're running around sorting them out. They've got lots of clubs and homework and things that you have to help with. If it's your job, it's the same. There's lots of projects going on at the moment. If it's family life, you're getting a lot of people coming to you with their problems, and they're all asking you about things. And it's just loads of little things coming in, and it's meaning that you're very unfocused. I mean, it could be all three, if you're very unlucky. But it's just causing your mind to have that bit of chaos. So just need to concentrate on trying to push your energy more down towards your feet. Imagine those connection roots going into the ground every day. For instance, if you've got a commute, you can take like a lovely crystal with you and just sit with it in your hand. Nobody has to know, and just imagine roots going into the floor for a couple of minutes, and you connecting, and your earth, your energy connecting to earth. If you really do feel as though you don't have any time whatsoever, you need to start thinking about rearranging things so things are calmer. You need to batch things together. If you're, for instance, if you're cooking every night and you're cooking for all the family, instead of cooking every meal individually, perhaps cook a massive dish that will last for a couple of meals, so that you can have one this week and then freeze one. And then if you do that for every meal, then you'll only be cooking half the time. Sort of things like that. I mean, that's just an example. It may not apply to you whatsoever, but it's just the idea of batching. I've started to do batching, and I find it's very useful for saving time. If you've got to do a load of things, rather than do it once a day, do your whole week's worth in half a day, or half a week's in half a day, or however long it takes. And it just seems to take up much less time than if you were doing it each individual task every single day. So anyway, that's my thoughts on it. I hope it resonates, and I hope that this leads you to become a bit more balanced and grounded. If this is the type of video that you do like to see, do please click on the like and subscribe button. I'd be very grateful. And if you want to pick up any of the crystals in the form of jewellery, do pop over to my empoweredcrystals.com website. And I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.